with Africa's population set to reach 2 billion by 2050, the continent requires an estimated 600 to 700 billion US dollars annually to fund development. While raising the funds remains a challenge, many of the countries on the continent are now seeking for creative ways of raising these finances. One of those initiatives is being spearheaded by the African Development Bank. The bank held its Kenya roadshow to match projects with investors ahead of the second edition of the Africa Investment Forum, which of course will be in Johannesburg, South Africa. Here's CGTN's Peninah Karibe with more.
A unique forum currently underway in Nairobi. It's a meeting of private investors convened by the African Development Bank, which is ramping up investment interest ahead of the second African Investment Forum to be held in South Africa later in November. The African Investment Forum provides an open platform to match projects in public and private sector with global investors. And in Nairobi, the private sector got insights of the numerous opportunities at hand.
It's estimated, depending on which numbers you look at, this infrastructure gap is anywhere from 68 billion to 180 billion annually for the next 10 years.
The African Development Bank is championing the AIF as a platform to actively engage the private sector and to facilitate projects that have the ability to transform the continent. The private sector, however, has decried the level of red tape that stifles investment.
Many of the decision makers in the respective countries will be at this event. This will be an opportunity to also get a chance to speak to, whether you want to speak to the head of the ADB or the head of the Afrexim, the PTA, you name it, but also government officials, policymakers, regionally, at the country level. This is a good opportunity to meet with them.
The AIF promises to harmonize processes among the bank and its partners, reduce intermediation costs, and increase productive engagements between African governments and the private sector. African countries need low-cost financing for their development programs, and investment platforms such as the AIF are increasingly being seen as practical solutions to bridge that financial gap. Peninah Karibe, CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.